This time I'd like for the valedictorian of the class of 2016 to join me on stage, Mr. Matthew Melton.
Thank you, Mr. Curtis. I remember 14 years ago, walking into preschool with my mother at Stanton Elementary. I was overwhelmed by the thoughts of my future, even as a 4-year-old in Miss Fox's class. As I have grown, my concerns have changed from learning to read, to learning how to multiply numbers, to trying to figure out why they combine reading and math in all of my algebra classes. Now, as we are all gathered here today, our concerns have turned towards college, or where we will be going in the following months. As I stand here, I see people that I've grown up with and people that I've grown close to. But most of all, I see my family. Unfortunately, we will soon be parting ways. Many of us are going to college, spread throughout the state. Others will be beginning their lives as true workers, contributing to the society that we have longed to be a part of for so long. And the remaining few will be serving our country by joining one of the 5 branches of the military. But we are adults now. We have conquered the challenges that we have faced, and we have excelled. I want everyone here to know how proud that all these people here are of us. The love and the support that has been offered by our family, our friends, and the community is astounding. And it goes to show what an impact that we have already made. We have accomplished tasks that seemed too daunting to approach at one point in our lives, but we came out victorious. That victory is symbolized by the cords around our necks and the tassels that are around our calves. Though miles may lie between us when we leave here, we will never be far apart. That is because friendship is not measured by the miles of separation that will soon become between us, but by the love that we have in our hearts for one another. I'd like to take a moment to thank a few people for what they have given me. My mother for always helping me along the way for the past 18 years. Though we argue and bicker, we still love each other, and you will always be my mother. My father for teaching me how to be a man and showing me that it is okay to ask questions because that is how you learn. My teachers for being the most valuable and most underpaid contributors to our lives. Often teachers aren't appreciated for what they do. People think that these extraordinary human beings show us to work out problems or how to read a book, but that is not what they do at all. Teachers have taught us how to learn for ourselves, and that gift is better than anything that any of us have or will receive this week. Glenda Bowen for being like a second mother to me in the school, and always being just hard enough on me that I make the right decisions. Miss Brown for allowing me to invade her library and work on my college classes for the better part of every day during my senior year. You have helped me in ways that I'll never be able to show enough appreciation for. Martina and Christy, my counselors, for assisting me in every high school or college endeavor that I've ever taken part of. Jessica Neal for teaching me a life lesson that we all need to take heed to. If you don't want somebody to talk about what you're doing, then don't do it. Sonia for becoming a friend that I've never had and teaching me to always have a positive outlook on life. And finally, Jacob for being my best friend and always being there for me when I want to complain about something. I hope that we will continue to be friends for many years. But most of all, I'd like to thank my friends. I have a lot of friends, but only a few true friends. If you think that I'm talking about you right now, then I am. You have allowed me to express myself in any way that I want, even when I'm being a jerk, and I love you all for it. I pray that we never grow too distant, that we forget each other. And I want you all to know that I'll always be there for you if you need me. Now as most of us go our separate ways, I challenge you to find something that you truly love. In Powell County, it's hard to have the experiences that you will have later in life because it is such a small place. But you will always remember this little town as home. Fortunately, things will be different once we leave this gym today. So I challenge everyone to leave here and find something that you truly love and dive headfirst into it. Go somewhere new. Do things that you've never done before. Meet people that you never would have imagined yourself talking to. In life, we do some things that we wish we had never done. But there are some that we wish that we could replay a million times in our heads. But they all make us who we are, and in the end, they shape every detail about us. If we were to reverse anything that we have done so far, we wouldn't be who we are today. So just live. Make mistakes, have wonderful memories, But never ever second guess who you are, where you have been, and most importantly, where you are going. Thank you to the class of 2016 for the memories that you've helped me to create. Now let's begin the next chapters of our lives. Thank you. I would now like to ask the senior class officers to join me on stage for the presentation of the Golden Apple Award. The Golden Apple is an award that the class officers award to one teacher every year because they have made an outstanding impact on the senior class. This is a decision that was voted on by the senior class whenever we were voting on senior superlatives. So this is a true show of who we believe has made the best impact on us throughout our years in high school.
This year's recipient has one of the most legendary voices I've ever heard. It kind of reminds me of a young Morgan Freeman. Many of you have heard his voice echoing through the gym or looming over your shoulders, advising you, I'd be careful with that.
This man knows more about all of our personal lives than what our parents will ever need to know. And whenever you go just a little bit too far, he stops you with I'd hold up right there if I were you. This award goes to the man who, even though I barely passed his class, he was a good teacher and a great man, and I'm sure he's told many of you more than once to get off of math lane.
At this point, I think we all know who receives the Golden Apple. The Golden Apple goes to Mr. Martin Christensen.
Matthew's keeping him straight.
This award show, thank you so much. I'm not really sure I'm happy you're supposed to win this, but thank you all the same. I can't wait to see what you all do in the future. You've been a terrific group to work with. Thank you.